Lisa?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So with that being the case, I guess the first order of business is the approval of the meeting in January. The minutes of that meeting. Does everybody have a copy, Lisa?
Everybody should have a copy.
All right. Having said that, are there any corrections to those minutes?
Do we have a motion to approve?
We do.
Do we? I asked.
You know, I wasn't on the commission at this meeting, so I don't know.
Right. So Lisa, I can hear Mike a little bit. I can't hear anybody else. So the question is, what's happening there?
Nobody else has said anything.
Okay. Let's see. Wita was at the last meeting, correct? Wasn't she? And she's on the phone.
It was you, Mr. Parnell, and Miss Page.
Okay. Okay. Is Francis on the phone?
He is not, because I've had to turn on my phone to get connected.
Okay. So, okay. So, since I don't know that is it appropriate for me to do that since I'm chairing? I don't know that it's appropriate for me to.
You can make a motion.
Motion that we approve the minutes.
You can make that motion.
I can?
Yes.
Okay. Then I make the motion that we approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Okay. Anyone opposed? All right. Hearing no one opposing it, they stand approved as written. So we can move on to the next item on the agenda, which is the zoning issue here. Lisa, do you want to give us the group as a whole information on that?
Certainly.
Speak to it.
Certainly. So 106 Blue Street, which is about right when you go down North Main Street and you take a right, there's the on the right there's Strickland ABC store, then there's a house, and then the next when you take that right, there's used to be Morella's dress shop, and that building Mr. Sammy Evans bought that property and the property next to it. And right now it's zoned general commercial, and he would like it to be zoned residential, like his other property. He's working on some townhouses, and I'm assuming he would extend that development on that property. I don't know that he's pulled any permits for it, for 106 Blue Street yet, but that would be what I'm assuming. And of course, it's very much a neighborhood back there. You've got the ball fields on the one side, and then when you keep going down Blue Street, it's all neighborhood. And he is asking for y'all to recommend to City Council that it be changed from general commercial to R10.
Lisa, do you want me to give any input on this or not?
You can.
I just, he did buy the Morella's property with the intentions of extending. Like Lisa said, we changed the zoning of the property next to it a few months ago to R10 for him to build the townhouses. And his plans, from my understanding, is to tear the property down and to build another unit of townhouses on that property, basically looking at the current property building. So that's why he's wanting to have the zoning designation changed.
And as far as we sent out certified letters to the neighboring property owners, the only person who responded was Miss McCall, who lives on the corner of Main and Blue Street. And she just wants to make sure it stays residential. She doesn't want it to be a commercial use. So she was not opposed.
Lou, I make a motion that we recommend the council to change it to R10.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Is there a second?
Rhonda seconded.
The
She
motion.
did? Okay. Any further discussion?
I was just curious if, does he have plans yet for the property? How many units are going on the lots?
He is, if you go down Blue Street now and you look at the townhouses that he's building, I think he can mirror those townhouses on that lot if he can get it. I'm not sure. He may have to cut one off because I'm not sure that with the setbacks, he would be able to. I think he's put 8 units on the lot beside it. He may have to go to 7 on the one to the right because of setback requirements. I'm not 100% positive, but that's what he's planning on doing, is making it look like the ones on the property next to it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Alex.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Any further questions? All right. I think it sounds like we're ready then for a vote. And Lisa, I'm not sure the best way to do this. Maybe you can see most everybody, right?
Yeah. We can
Okay.
see everybody but you.
Okay.
And here
So then
comes Lisa.
if everyone then could just signify that aye by raising your hand, and I'm for it. So how does it look?
It's looking good.
Okay.
Miss Page just joined us.
Okay.
I think it's still connecting to audio.
All right. Do you want to restate what's before us so that she knows what we're voting on?
Miss Page, can you hear us?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
We're just on item number 3.
Okay.
The commission, Mr. Sprott has made a motion to recommend that council change the zoning of the property 106 Blue Street from general commercial to R10 residential. Ms. Brown made the second, and we were getting ready to vote on that. Did you have any discussion or comments?
No, I'm in agreement.
All right. Well, then I suppose we should all vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That sounds
Aye.
like motion carries unless there's any dissent.
Okay. All right. Okay. So our recommendation to council is that it be revised to an R10 designation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I guess the next item on the agenda is an update on the comprehensive plan. It is on the agenda, so do you want to make a brief comment on it? Lisa?
Yeah, just to kind of give everybody the 411 where we stand with it. With it being the census year, and most of the comprehensive plan items have a lot to do with how many people live in the area, and that's so we are waiting since it's a complete rewrite of the comprehensive plan, we're waiting till we get those numbers back, which would be December, before we start really hitting hard on the comprehensive plan. And of course, we will be getting a consultant and putting it in for bid for somebody to do that for us.
Okay.
You
and
got
when will
several
we be doing
bids?
that Formally.
We will put out a bid packet, like request for proposal or request for qualifications. We haven't done that yet because the time is so far ahead. There's not really if we're not going to really start working on it till December, January, there's not a real point in trying to hire somebody, in April.
Okay, December. Okay.
Who will be putting that RFP together?
Me.
Okay. I just want to make sure we go and contact the person who did the ION and then whoever's done Hartsville's.
Do you know
Lisa,
that company's name and their contact information?
I guess I'll be happy to find out.
Yeah, if you can get that to me, I'll be glad to send it to them.
Lisa, can I ask a question? Is there a possibility of getting a copy of the old one?
You want a copy of the old comprehensive plan?
If I could get one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The committee needs that.
Do you want me to email you that or mail it to you?
I'd rather have it mailed to me if I could, or I could pick it up either way.
I'll mail it to you. That'll be fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think Lou was saying, but that might be very useful for the whole planning commission to have a copy so they can review it. And then the council members that don't have copies, maybe they should get one as well so they know what's coming.
I don't know that a whole lot of it's going to change. I mean, it might, but kind of depending on how much circumstances have changed from 20 years ago.
Yes, the other thing too is I think, the adding the mayor's vision into this, and I know he's already had his visioning meeting, the beginnings of that at least at the one council meeting. So that certainly I would think come to play into a new comprehensive plan. So Lisa, if I might, the next meeting, I know it may be a while with this thing that we've got going on. It might be a while before we're able to pull all the boards together. But again, I don't think we need to really wait to do that. We could begin work with the joint board so that person comes on board. It would seem to me then that person would have at least what the mayor is thinking, and then what the board, what the various boards would have for input to a new comprehensive plan. So probably that joint meeting that we could not have before because of this, perhaps we could put that on the schedule for the next meeting where we all come together.
Certainly, of course, I'm not sure when that will be. I've gone ahead and just for your information, we canceled the May and July meetings of the Planning Commission unless another issue comes up that we really need to address in a timely fashion, such as today's topic, because Mr. Evans submitted that to me in February, right after our last meeting was supposed to be. And I just didn't feel like he needed to wait, how long ever it might be, to go forward with his plans. I figured we could get this topic dealt with through this virtual meetings.
Perhaps by, maybe we could set a tentative July meeting. I think this that we might be out and around by July. we could always cancel it if not. But I think if again, if everybody, beautification, everybody could get together, maybe in July and begin talking and look at what the mayor and council have already suggested, then it would put us along the way so that when somebody comes on board, they would have at least a sense of the thought of those who are in leadership in the community anyway.
Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that Lou talking?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody's picture came up, but hers didn't come up. So
Yeah,
I didn't.
she had to, she's on speakerphone in my office because she was having trouble getting logged in.
Oh, okay. I think what she said is excellent. I think this is a time to get moving, a time for change. A lot of things have changed. And I think to tentatively plan a July meeting, I think that's a great idea.
Okay, well, we can use the date, if you guys don't mind, a Tuesday night, or we can use the Thursday night of that week, of that third week of the month.
I mean, we can social distance when we come back, you got to do that anyway. So July, I think people will be out and about.
All right, I'll
Okay.
send that out to everyone when I get done.
I guess I should ask if it was a suggestion, and I appreciate it, Weta. Does anyone else disagree with that?
Sounds great to me.
Who else is out there? Rhonda?
Yep,
Bryant?
I'm fine with July.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
All righty. And I guess then the next issue is the annexation plan progress. Lisa?
Yeah, we are still working on that. Obviously, with the purchase of the ball fields, there's a certain amount of emphasis going in that direction. But obviously, the annexation plan's a bigger overall look at the different neighborhoods that really are part of Darlington but aren't in the city. But that's just on the horizon, in case anybody has any questions or input. Other than that, don't really have any other business for us, unless anybody has questions.
I don't know if this is a good time to say this or not, but I feel like a lot of people are involved in improving the city, but Rhonda Brown has really done a great job of organizing and getting our city looking well. I just wanted to say that it really looks nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh, Lisa, I gave the mayor a copy of the comprehensive plan. He has one.
Okay.
Okay. I think then if it sounds like there's probably no need to go through the rest of this agenda, right? Lisa, are we ready?
Correct.
I think you said, right? Okay, so is there a motion then that we adjourn the meeting?
I motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All right.
Anyone opposed?